7 now as they kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone.
At their own 25-yard line.
Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. From the gun, it's Trubisky. Gets this to his running back, Tariq Cohen. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
Hey, 18.
Here's Trubisky to throw. That's Cordero Patterson hauling it in. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Mark that down as a pickup of 13, and the Bears have the first. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Yeah.
From the shotgun is Trubisky.
No.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Jared Davis. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. They're trying to resurrect his confidence. Last week was a disaster. 5 interceptions in that loss, and another pick there.
I played with a quarterback like this before, and he had a tough game, and the head coach said, I'll take him, I'll fix him. The very next game, he started out the exact same way, and the head coach turned to the offense coordinator and said, he's yours from now on. Someone has to take responsibility and work with him and try and get him settled.
On 1st down, Swift. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
Here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. And he's going to be out, down inside the 20 at the 15.
His play count?
He'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the ball.
Receiver shit ain't working either.
To throw is Winston. He'll get this one to Galladay. It's a gain of 5, and it'll be 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
He wants it all for the end zone. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Buster Screen. And he will bring it out past the 20-yard line.
I knew it as soon as the ball went up.
Timing is everything in a round like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at their own 21. A little bit of space there for the 1st down run, as that's going to get him about 5 yards. Credit the tackle that time to Deshaun Hand. They'll run on 2nd down with Cohen. He'll have a 1st down past the 40. Weaving through traffic, and now he's free.
Get away from me.
Huge play there for Chicago. 71 yards. So down inside the 5-yard line. I have to say, really just a poor job defensively there.
You're exactly right. As a former defensive back, that was not played well at all. But give credit to the offense and give credit to the guy running the football. He gets it down all the way inside the 5.
After the big play, a chance to finish now. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. It's the fullback. His first touchdown on the year. And the Bears have taken the lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
All right, Brand, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of
I
runs,
think that should have
open up opportunities for this offense going
for the
forward.
end of the season.
On 2nd down and 4, Winston. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. 39 yards the distance covered on the catch and run. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. From the gun, Winston. Open man is Galladay, complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A good pickup there, 21 yards. Winston now already over 150 yards through the air in the opening quarter. It's 1st and 10. Jameis to throw it. Oh, it's a screen pass. It's complete. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. Jameis again. Buying time to his left. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Again, it's Winston. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked. Khalil Mack racking up sack number 12 for him on the year. And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
And things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to their goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Trubisky gives to Cohen. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. And the Lions going with an extra DB here on 3rd down.
Watch the screen.
Out of the gun, Trubisky.
Oh, it wouldn't let me.
And that will fall incomplete. Oh, they took a shot there on what will turn out to be the final play of this 1st quarter. Back in Chicago, ready for the 2nd quarter. It's the Bears in possession, but likely not for long as they're in punt formation to kick it away. Agnew now to return. Now, nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the Lions will take over. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And after the field goal last time, let's see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want a drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants a drive to end with a kick other than the extra point. That's it.
Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 1st down for the Lions on a nice pickup of 18 yards. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Off the draw, here's Johnson. And he'll get 4 here down to the 35-yard line.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Let's go. Let's try to play.
From the 35 on 2nd down, Winston. That's caught by Geronimo Allison. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Bears 23.
Secondary outside of Eddie Jackson is terrible.
On 1st and 10, Winston. Screen play, Johnson. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
You know the key to a good screen pass is, don't you?
But you're going to tell me, good blocking?
Well, good blocking eventually. But first is good acting. You want to let the defenders go past you, leak out to whichever side.
And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. Khalil Mack, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. So 2 plays with only negative yardage to show, and now it's 3rd and 16. From the shotgun, it's Winston.
Man, God damn.
And this is picked up by the Bears.
I watched the whole play. He was in
He
there.
already had the 1 fumble loss, so now 2 fumbles lost here in this
I didn't
first
even get
half.
to see it.
Not setting the pace the way that you want it done. I mean, here in the first half, already twice the ball's come out and hit the turf. Got to find a way to take care of it. Otherwise, they may have to start thinking about maybe someone different in that position.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
2nd and 5 now. Trubisky, and he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. A good pickup, 17 yards and a Bear 1st down. They go play action with Trubisky. He's going to air one out.
Somebody better get that.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. It's Desmond Trufant. Got a good return here as he takes it up past the 30-yard line.
That's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
Now a run on 1st down is not going to get off the ground as they will get him behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of 3. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they're dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, because they bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
Jameis now over 200 yards already in this first half. It's 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back.
If I don't get none of
the
that,
running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Ready. Wait.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end.
Why are you
23
doing,
yards to pick up there.
He running like he the play over.
And that was a heck of a shot right there by Jameis Winston. Boy, he has a superior right arm, doesn't he? You saw him play baseball.
Yeah, he's actually a switch hitter in baseball. Outfielder and then, of course, a very hard-throwing pitcher. That's translated well in the National Football League.
That it has. When he has to make that throw on a line, he's got plenty of arm to do it.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10 once again from the 28.
Pressure? There it is. Oh, bad for the kid out here.
Winston. Open here is Allison. That's complete.
Glad you moved.
Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down.
What's the deal, man?
What terrifies defenses when they see slant routes thrown is that the receiver is on the move, and oftentimes he catches it and gets upfield. Does a really nice job rallying to him and stopping him for a minimal gain.
And they're going to stop him short of the first down as he's tackled at about the 21. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up fourth down. And Prater's kick is on the money. It's good. And the lead is down to 1 now at 14-13. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And nice look on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line.
I thought it was good. Oh, my. Why would you get him? How did he get off that block like that?
I'm glad he did.
If he stays on that block, I'm
at the line prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get a field goal range.
Yeah, you got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are in the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
51 to Mike, boy, 51.
On 1st and 10, it's Trubisky. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. And we're going to get a timeout. With 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. This from 54 yards away. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And that will do it for this first half. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL.
I was watching. I'm like, I ain't going to say
nothing.
Set to
resume. Here we go with the second half. The Bears holding the lead and ready to receive the kick.
Every time.
Fielded about a yard deep.
This nigga moving slow.
And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Here's Trubisky trying to lay one up deep. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
But it's not been the best game for him, but he definitely tried to get by with a little help from his friend there, trying to create a big play.
Couldn't do it, fell incomplete. But you're right, hasn't been a banner game here in the second half, just trying to get going.
Big thing is trying to keep confident.
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Justin Coleman. Wow, between last week and this week, that's now 8 interceptions. 5 a week ago, now 3 here.
Well, he is so lucky that one of the defense coordinators I played for, a man named Ken Donahue, is not there right now. Because he saw that happen during his coaching career, and he grabbed a quarterback in the midst of a streak like this and said, tell you what, son, why don't you throw it to the defensive guys, and let's see if our receivers can intercept it.
Well, he's got to figure something out because the current formula is not working. Winston now 12 of 15 throwing the ball, 80% so far, and it's 1st and 10. And his throw intercepted. Kyle Fuller.
I'm not sure that we've seen a sloppier played game this year for a team.
Oh, no, well, that one. And I can't even challenge. And I can't challenge it.
It's too late.
And if they were going to challenge it, I'm fucked up. I called.
No chance whatsoever. And look, I have no idea what the ratio is about turnover 4 times and how that correlates to winning or losing. But I guarantee you, it's not very good.
A nice looking play to start the drive down the middle and complete. 18 yards on that one, and Chicago has the first. From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. First down, a run with Cohen. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down.
Alert, alert! Alert, alert! Alert, alert! Alert, alert! Cody's mic.
Throwing on second and 14. Trubisky. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Touchdown, Chicago. A big play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year as the Bears push further out in front. Extra point right down the middle, and that pushes the lead up to 11. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off.
Receiver is going to be nice. I wish I had him for longer.
Yeah.
That nigga's going to be nice.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Here's Winston. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. This is taken at the 23.
Davis, go somewhere, man.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Now Trubisky. Going up top.
Oh, my. Look at
This
that.
pass is intercepted for the
Look at
4th time today. Picked
He's
off
so
by Deron Harmon.
trash.
Gosh, he's
He's
been up
so
last week and this
trash.
week now.
No
That's
pressure,
9
you had
interceptions in
time.
this 2-game
Nigga,
stretch, and we're not done here.
It's
There you
almost
go.
like they
You
can't
can have
believe
it.
their eyes.
Nigga
Or
is so
maybe,
bad.
partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make...
It got his man.
Oh,
complete.
no way.
And all the
God,
way
I
down
was
to the
about to say,
37.
Go.
A big
Go.
play there for
Fucking
Detroit.
Galladay.
44 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. They stay on the ground. This time it's
ran over
Johnson.
my lineman,
Absolutely
nigga, like,
nobody
hey,
fooled
oh,
there. He's going
that shit
nowhere
crazy.
fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 3rd down. Working out of the gun, Winston.
Oh, wrong person.
And almost picked off.
Oh, my
Here's some
God.
good news for them
I'm
now.
going
It's
to throw it
4th
the high
down.
thing on that stop route.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? Zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available
They
there
ain't
for him.
taking off shit.
So he remains perfect, 3 for 3 in the field goal department.
And it's so important for any offense to have an ace like him up their sleeve, isn't it? Because now you know
everybody
ranges.
gets
As soon as your offense gets there, you're pretty much counting on 3 points going up on the board.
Best tackler on the special teams is the kick.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Now on 2nd and 13, Trubisky steps away to his left. And now he's going to use his legs. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
Trubisky will throw, and he finds Jimmy Graham. It's a pickup of 10 and a Bears 1st down.
Yeah, it was a pick.
I thought you was going to the other.
What do the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him Old Reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he?
Okay.
Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open, he finds a way to pick up a 1st down.
Throwing a 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Now Trubisky to throw. It's complete to Robinson. 18 yards up.
No.
And Chicago has the 1st. So the ref takes a peek here, wants to see if the receiver had possession and both feet inbounds.
If this were a college game, this would be a legal catch. It's the 2nd foot that they're looking at to make sure it gets down. You have to have 2 inbounds in the NFL.
Throwing here, Trubisky. Robinson's got it. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. A gain there of 12
That wasn't
yards
me.
and a 1st down for the
Oh,
Bears.
really?
That
I
wasn't.
thought you manned him.
No, I did. I was on
1st
him,
and 10.
but it wasn't me that pulled him like that. It wasn't me.
Oh,
That's
damn,
that
They go
bad
play
shit.
action. Trubisky, he'll take a shot for the end zone.
You got that.
And he's got his man. That's Robinson. Touchdown Bears.
That wasn't me at all. That's
Allen
Matt.
Robinson
That's
with
illegal
touchdown
stuff.
number 8 on the
It just
year.
make me.
As the Bears push further out in front. Pinheiro now to add the extra point.
I read that shit.
And the lead is up to 15 now.
That's so fucking. I hate Madden for that. I seen that shit.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off.
Hey, the dude, the black dude.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get this just up past the 20, but a marker is down. Let's get the call. Now, this is going to put him back with a not great field position.
So they really got 0 benefit at all, right? Sometimes you can absorb a penalty when you get a big return. Then the penalty brings it back, but you still have great field position. As you pointed out, not in this case.
And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. 15 yards for the Lions there on a 1st down. Back now at Soldier Field. It's the Lions trailing, but with possession of the football as we get set to bring you the 4th quarter.
Ready? 125. No. You must be dreaming. Let's go.
On play action, Winston. Throwing deep for Galladay. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A gain of 32 that time. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Here's Winston. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end.
Hey, don't be doing that to
Now
my
look
dude.
at this. Big gain.
Be doing that to my
And this is picked up by the Bears.
Oh, if he, man.
Let's go. Let's go, Danny.
Let's
go, Danny.
And he will score.
Wow.
Touchdown, Chicago.
That is all I gotta say is wow.
extra point.
Yeah, this wasn't meant for you, champ.
Yeah.
Not today. Not in this one.
And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now.
This
As he
one
knocks
wasn't
another
good
one
at all.
through
I ain't got
to
nothing
extend the
to
lead.
say, but wow. That nigga got
So
lifted.
here's the kickoff now
Able
as
to
he'll get
ball
it
and
again
pick it
following
up,
that
get
fumble
up and
return
go.
for a
Like
score.
everybody got
there.
blocked.
Nigga laid there for
This
a
is
while.
fielded a couple
Then
yards
got
deep.
up and go.
And
And
the
he's super
decision to
fucking
bring it
slow.
out is going to cost him about 7
Like
yards.
everybody
all
on my
told, as he's
team got
taken down
blocked.
back shy of the 20.
Oh,
That's
man.
crazy.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
And they
And they
still
weren't on the
wanted to shit
sidelines
out
for
my
long. But I'll
quarterback.
tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear the coaches from all the way up here. They were adamant, you got to hold on to the football or else we have no hope.
Yeah, it's easy for me to laugh sitting up here, but you're exactly right. If we were down there, that message would have been received a whole different way. Because turnovers, they've been a big problem for them. Got to take care of the football. Got to hold on to it.
First down, Winston. That's to his running back, Kerryon Johnson.
Line me up.
It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and that'll make it 2nd and short.
As a passer, you're always trying to find that
Shit, he
open
would've
window
took
to throw the ball
back, which I'm
downfield.
surprised
How
that
about
nigga
this
didn't
one?
try to
right in the
take
middle of
his
the
head
field,
off.
right in the heart of a defense.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Play action now, Winston. Looking downfield for Jones. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way down inside the 25 before he's out of bounds. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the 4th, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime,
A little
upfield,
faster, though.
you're making plays on the
A
football.
little wider.
Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make it 2nd and goal. Winston. Looking in zone, but it's incomplete. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
Look at this. 5 niggas, 3 niggas not even looking at him.
And Winston goes down.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again.
I can't
to the
believe that
tune of
nigga just
7
looked
sacks
at-
in this game thus
He
far.
had the
They're
touchdown
already
right
slim
there.
hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down.
Ain't no such thing as a loss.
Now Winston on 4th down. Galladay's got it, and the Lions have a touchdown.
Fucking Eric Reed.
Kenny
really just
Galladay,
sat there.
his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon, and the Lions are able to cut into this lead. Boy, what a job there. 4th down that far away from the end zone just to get it in, get that done.
An unlikely result, but it occurred nonetheless. What a terrific play. Great way to finish.
I was going to
and in the end
say,
zone.
nigga,
And
if
the
he didn't
defense
get
has to be
that,
scratching their heads, right?
That's usually to their advantage. In that situation, they should be able to make a play on the ball, but instead it turned out to be a touchdown, and they've got to go figure it out on their sideline.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or 2 shy of the 30.
Let's go.
who's that watching? That's smooth.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away.
Yeah, I think
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Trey Flowers, the former Arkansas Razorback, in there to get him. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. They run. This is Cohen. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
Alert, 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 alert.
Now Trubisky on 3rd and long. Going to let one fly for Robinson. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion for field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try to cut down the length of the drive.
A very nice pickup of 33 yards. What a game it's been for this duo.
They remind me of a good comedy team. They know how to play off of each other so well. No matter how one rips, the other's right there to pick them up, and they are shredding them in this ballgame.
So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Fucking Khalil Mack, man. Damn, he
start the drive,
actually
but that
followed
one
him.
Incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now Winston. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Winston. And that is incomplete.
Here the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender is making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket.
Hopefully I can get me another motherfucker to put on the other side.
4th down, Winston.
Look at this nigga, man. As soon as I hit the ball, he was in there.
Khalil Mack.
I was in the man.
This defense is going to get the football back near midfield, right at the 48.
I think he got
Bears in good field position to start out 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. A running play on 1st down, and it turns into a fight just to get back to the line of scrimmage. Trey Flowers there on the tackle. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. Again, it's Cohen. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. It's a pickup of 10 and a Bears 1st down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
He is probably tired, actually.
On 2nd down it's Cohen. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's built it before he could get out of the backfield.
That nigga back there huffing and puffing.
On 3rd down, they go Montgomery. He's got the 1st down here inside the 30. And finally taken down at the 20-yard line.
Yeah.
So this one in the win column for the Chicago Bears. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit more than that, though. Obviously, there are words that are said, and hey, come on, guys, we have to play better. But sometimes it's just sharpening your execution, sharpening your focus, and maybe doing the things you practiced all week without major adjustments, just doing them better.
It's gotta happen. Upgrades, I got an FOL, just advance.
I don't even know who I play over there right now.
Breakout player.
I gotta play the Cardinals in Rad League right now.
Hold the Rams to less than 200 passing yards or interception for my safety.